Hi, my name is Laura Haight. I'm the Communications Director of Dining for Women. This is a quick walkthrough of our new website for those of you who are familiar with the old site, to show you some of the differences, the new functions, new capabilities, and get you acclimated to where things are on the site. So we're going to start with our home page. As you can see, we've got a big, bold slider that introduces the visitors to what Dining for Women is all about. And that's important because roughly 50% of our visitors every month are new to Dining for Women. So they're coming to the site without knowing a lot of what we're about. These middle areas here, these are teasers to news items or events or new information or blog posts, things we didn't really have a way to tease to on our front page in the past. We now do. So look for news updates here and new events, that kind of thing. And then this block here is our featured program block, featured and sustained program every month, with opportunity to a link to follow for the program page and a link for the donate page. The footer, which is on every page, has our Twitter feed, trying to be more connected to our social media and to our younger viewers. Our newsletter sign-up box here, full text search for the site, and contact information to get in touch with us. So let's go back up to the top and work our way through the menu. Programs, featured programs and sustained programs have their own section, and we have a map for each. You can change the zoom in and zoom out using these controls here. Our 2014, our current year programs will be in this spot here. And then the real power of what we've done here is in the searching, where we now have the capability. We have tagged all our programs. We've tagged them by region. We've tagged them by area of impact, multiple areas of impact. And so we can now search using this particular search box by special categories. So let's say you were interested in education in Africa. You can do a search for programs that meet that criteria. And as you can see, there are quite a few of them. We have aligned our regions with the United Nations. So we are lined up with every other organization that works in this space of international development. So that's how we've arrived at our region. So if you want to search by region, you can search by region only. So if you're interested in Asia, you can search for every program that we've ever supported in that region. Or you can search for a combination of all three, or two. Or if you know exactly where you want to go, you can search for program name. The heart of what we've done is to take multiple program pages and combine them into one. So all the information you need about any program is in one place and accessible from one page. So this is a typical program page. This is Blink Now, which is our featured program for March. We have the Blink Now web pages, the donate link, since it's a current program. Documents that can be downloaded. For chapter leaders, this is where you'll find your presentation resources, talking points, the PowerPoint presentation, link to the video if you want to download it, order a replacement DVD over here. And to make it easy, come back and fill out the online meeting evaluation form. That link is there. We've got links to the videos. This is the program Spotlight, the hangout that we did with Maggie Doyne, which was a really great conversation. There's a map, and here's the social share, and you have this on every page. So we're going to really hope to see members sharing program information, recipes, interesting blog posts, travel blogs, whatever, with your friends through Facebook, through Twitter, through Pinterest, via email, or any one of 290 other possible ways to share. So we really hope you'll be doing a lot of that and helping us really spread the word about dining for women through social share. The other thing you see on these pages is there's a print button. In the past, people have complained that they had to have documents because they couldn't print these pages out. But we've now got a print button on all our program pages, and that strips out the header and the sidebar and the footer and leaves only the main content area, and then formats that to print. So you can print out the page information, which is the same as the documents, and I'm hoping that we'll get to the point where we can eliminate having to have our education team create documents and just go to web pages. So this is up here at the top. You see where the program funding information is. If we look at a program that we go to a sustained program, and we'll take a look at this month's sustained program, which is Friendship Bridge. You see when a program has more than 1 year of funding, each year is spelled out here, and then the total amount that's been granted is listed. You also see that this program has some follow-up reports, so they are also attached here on this one page. And the sustained program was different from the original funded program that we funded with Friendship Bridge. So the program information for the sustained program is here. So that's where all the program information is. They're all on one page, one organization. For travel, we've got previous trips and upcoming trips. We don't have any upcoming trips scheduled, but we do have a lot of previous trips where we have information online. Those include trip summaries, photo galleries, and final reports from the trip leader. So in the case of Guatemala in 2013, Kira Walker wrote a trip report, which is sort of a summary of the whole trip. And we have that, and then we've got linked a trip photo gallery on Flickr and trip diaries, which are blog posts. So those are all photos, but these are all the blog posts. This is a predefined search button for blog search for all the blog posts that are tagged Guatemala 2013. We did not have the ability to do that on our old website. We'll have a much more full-featured, usable blog now that we can tag content and search for it and build tag searches and make it easy to find and share like kinds of content. So we're really excited about that. The news page is where we are putting our media mentions. So when we're mentioned in the press, we put an article on the news page. We had that page before; it just looks a little different now. A major difference in this site is how we handle recipes. So food is very much a part of the Dining for Women culture, and instead of simply burying it inside other pages, we've brought it out front as a content element. And we've also taken the time to identify and tag every recipe we have with ingredient types and country. So if you are looking for Kenya salads, of course it all depends on how it's tagged, but Kenya salads, you get these three results. So you have access to all our recipes. If you're going to a meeting and you want to make food of that country, you just want to try something different, everything is tagged, and the most recent things will also always appear at the top. So that is pretty much the Learn menu. The other probably biggest change in the site, our intent was not to change a lot of things in the site, but to move over to a new platform that would give us some more flexibility and add in a few more features. But some things, like the featured programs, did give us a good opportunity to make some changes. The other place where we had an opportunity to make some significant changes is in our chapter and new member process. So the Get Involved page gives you a little bit of information about Dining for Women, what we do, how we do it, what our programs are all about, what our grant process is, and how you can get involved with us. If you click on Get Started, instead of going to the old Google map, you now go to a map which shows you the United States divided up by our regions. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see these are the number of chapters in each region. And the total number of chapters is down here. This information is dynamic, and it comes from a report. When we upload the report into the database, these numbers automatically change, so there's no intervention required to do it. The other big advantage there against our current process is that it really aligns with the way we operate. We don't want to exclude people because we don't happen to have a chapter near you. So we don't want people going out and looking at a zip code search and saying, oh, they don't have anything near me, I guess I can't get involved. We want them to indicate an interest and then get our regional leaders and our mentors and chapter leaders in contact with them to find ways to include them, to find ways to get them involved, not to sort of have them self-direct and opt out. So when you click on these areas here, they will go to one of 9 individual forms by area, and pretty much operate the same way the other form did. If you want to become a leader, you click on that, and it exposes a new area, additional questions. And the rest of this process is pretty much the same, but it does look different. The thing that we like about the map is that it shows you the breadth of Dining for Women. It shows you how many chapters we have all across the country and across the world, and it invites you in rather than finding a way to exclude you. So we're pretty excited about that. The volunteer page, the marketplace page are unchanged. The newsletter page is a archive and newsletter sign up. So the DISH newsletters for like the past year and a couple months are here. And the donate page is pretty much unchanged at the moment. Basically shows you the ways to give, same information that we had on our old site, and connects you to the Network for Good donation page. About us, our mission and vision, and our history. These were pages that we had before. They've been rewritten a little bit. They've been consolidated a little bit to try and make the message stronger and not duplicated across the site. We're talking a lot about impact, as you know, and so on this, we have our 2013 video here that talks about the impact of our programs in 2013. Our mission and vision, which, as you know, have just been recast, are here on this mission vision page. And FAQs, we had FAQs before. These have been recast maybe just a little bit. A few have been added. Some have been removed that were duplicative. Some have been combined. We think it's a pretty good mix of questions and answers, and addresses a lot of the common things most people will ask about dining for women. So take a look there. We have a new page called Media Resources, and what this is designed for is if you have a reporter in your town who wants to do a story about you and they want a logo, they can get it here. If they want pictures of dining for women, they can access a special set of sample dining for women photos on Flickr, where they can download what they want and the resolution that they want it. We have a media branding guide here that explains how the media should use our logo, our name, our tagline, and copies of the 2013 video, and also the sort of stripped down presentation file of that can be used as B-roll for a video, or if somebody was being interviewed on a television program and they wanted some film going over the background, that's what that's for. So there are some good resources right here that you can access, or you can direct a member of the media to access for media use. Apply for a grant in the grants page. This is where our LOI will be. We'll be opening up a new cycle in April, so there'll be more information here at the time that cycle opens. Our blog I talked about. You can there are some quick links here, and we'll be adding and changing these. So if you click on the 4 leaders quick links, you'll get articles that have been tagged, something that a leader might be interested in. If you click on news, you'll get news articles. We plan to use our blog a lot more vigorously than we have in the past, since it is now searchable and a lot more content driven. So look for a lot more on the blog side. The contact form is just kind of a standard contact form you see on almost any website for people to get in touch with us with a question or looking for information. And then the lead area, this is the chapter resources page. So if you are a chapter leader or co-leader, you'll really want to walk through this page. There's information about how to become a chapter leader, how to take the online training course, things you need to fill out, people you need to talk to, information on how to plan an engaging meeting, how to use our educational tools to plan a good meeting, how to keep people involved and excited, collecting donations and fundraising, donation handling, this is important, how to get new member information to us, auto withdrawal forms, copy of the fundraising toolkit, very important. It has a lot of excellent information on how to plan a fundraiser, how to learn from successful things that have been done in the past, and replicate them in your chapters, and also how to avoid missteps. It's important to note that all fundraisers that you do have to be approved by the regional leader. So that's something you learn in the fundraising toolkit. Connecting with members. This is where you'll find the dinner affirmation and some other ideas from our 10th anniversary event on how to keep your chapter vibrant and connected. Branding materials. These are some of the same things you'll find on the media site, but they're also here so that chapter leaders can make this sort of your one-stop shop for information. So chapter branding guidelines are here. The zip file with the Dining for Women logos are here. And that DFW fact sheet, which you can take to your local printer if you want. If you're having an event and you need a couple 100 copies or something of that nature, that fact sheet is here. Meeting tips and templates have all been combined into one zip file. So these documents, the easy steps for hosting, a sample invitation, a checklist for leaders, an agenda, name tag, template, sign-in sheet, these are all in this one DFW meeting templates zip file. And then under communications, there's a link to a blog post on writing a good press release, links to our YouTube collections. One is the main video library, and the other is DFW events, which is where our new program hangouts are going. Links to the program flyers when we have them. And also the links to new chapters and chapter anniversary pages are here. And finally on this page we've got a communications request. We've had this form for a while, but it hasn't really been used very much, I think because it was not front and center in people's minds. So it is here now, and if you want us to help you publicize an event, if you want us to publicize something you did, you have a photo, you have an interesting blog post, you have you're having an event you want some advanced publicity for, whatever, there are a lot of different reasons you might use this form to get in touch with us, ask you a few basic questions, send us what you have, and then we can hopefully help get you some publicity or help you publicize your event. And that, for the most part and in a nutshell, is our website. We've compacted a lot of information. I think we've made things pretty easy to find, but time will tell. And as you have questions, let us know. You can go ahead and fill out this contact form if you and let us know your thoughts on the website. And if you have any questions, we will do our best to answer them and get back to you. And thank you for your attention. Have a great day.